It's a great honour to be here for the first time with such incredible bear people. But I'm really scared of the time police, so this will probably last for about 30 seconds. I've taken my glasses off, so I can't see you anyway. The Winton Foundation for the Welfare of Bears was launched on the memorable date of 10-10-10, and we work to raise awareness of the threats facing bears and fundraise to support projects around the world helping them. There are many wonderful organisations already doing incredible rescue and rehabilitation work, so where we try to help is by funding ongoing care costs such as food, veterinary supplies and enrichment. We're not tied to any one organisation, so that means that we can help many. And we've distributed around £6,000 to date to over 25 projects and causes worldwide, and these are just some of them. One of our favourites, of course, is Animals Asia and their incredible work to rescue bears from bear farms. And we've funded hammocks and log walls and toys for Animals Asia's bears to help them with their recovery and help them forage for their food. We also bought the bears a stereo so that they could listen to relaxing music and nature sounds to begin their recovery following their release from the bear farms. And this is my personal favourite. This was after the threatened eviction of the Vietnam bears was overturned. We bought every bear in the sanctuary a coconut so they could have a celebratory drink on us. Of course, some of them preferred to balance the coconuts on their heads while practicing yoga, but we never said they had to eat them. We supported international animal rescue by providing money towards the cost of an autoclave for them to carry out operations on their rescued blind ex-dancing bears who had lost their sight due to this miserable practice. And we funded food and veterinary supplies for Whisper's bears rescued from bear baiting events to help treat their dreadful injuries and keep their tummies full as they recovered. We also support the Bear League and Get Bear Smart's efforts to educate and encourage people to live in harmony with bears. And we support Get Bear Smart's habitat enrichment programme and fund berry tree planting to help ensure there's a rich supply of food in the wild for the bears to prevent them wandering into towns for a picnic. We've also helped to fund fencing at Woodlands Wildlife Refuge to strengthen it against mischievous bears' claws. And today, after seeing Grace, we pledged to fund any medicine she may need in the future. We also support Idaho Black Bear Rehabilitation Centre and the wonderful work of Sally Mon to rescue and rehabilitate orphan bear cubs. And we're working with Sarah Bexell to fund the cost of 2,000 educational posters on panda conservation and habitat protection that will be seen by over 250,000 children. And of course our lovely Scottish bears, Carmen, Susie and Peggy at the Five Sisters Zoo. Here we help with the costs of food and their favourites of melons and honey. Our bears can do bear splats too. And we also help to fund medicine and enrichment and a lovely swim tub as well. I don't know what it is about these girls, but they really struggle to relax. When I set up the Bear Foundation, I realised that education was an incredibly important part of our work, as it is with so many organisations. But because we were so small, with such a limited budget, I decided to do something a little bit different, and I set up Fostering Compassion. And through Fostering Compassion, we work with local foster and kinship care children who, as a result of their own rough starts in life, have trouble showing compassion and empathy towards animals, and indeed in general. And through this project, we help to reverse the negative cycle that these children have found themselves in. And we help them to see animals as sentient beings, while at the same time giving these special, vulnerable children days filled with fun activities relating to animals and nature. And one of these days is visiting the bears at the Five Sisters Zoo, and we give them lovely big goodie bags full of lots of educational information about bears and a little quiz about the 8 species of bear. And we also give them melons and honey to take to the bears so they feel they're giving them a gift and helping nurture them. And the children also go away with special thank you certificates, worded as if they're written from the bears. And the bears are thanking the children for helping look after them, just to help to encourage that bond. One of the children we helped, I can't give you his name or a photograph because his birth father has made threats against him, so I have to protect his identity. But he, although he's around 11, he has an academic age of about 6 because of his difficulties. And he was very quiet, very subdued, and we took him to see the bears, and we told him all about the circus bears and how they, how he could relate to the fact that when the bears felt sad and unhappy, they couldn't sleep, they were very agitated. But when they came to their new home and felt safe and secure, they could sleep, and he drew complete comparisons. And he took in everything he was told on that day at the zoo, and the following weekend he was watching Madagascar. And I haven't seen it, but I think in that film the bears are asked to perform circus tricks. And the little boy came running through to his foster mum and quite indignantly exclaimed, "But bears don't like doing tricks." So it was a lovely bit of feedback. And one of the other children returned from one of our activities in the night. She wanted to be an environmentalist. She was 5. We set up Bears Matter Month this year for the first time. And we're going to hold this every year from Valentine's Day to Mother's Day. And for us, it's an opportunity to do some intensive fundraising and awareness raising about bears, and in particular to showcase the projects that we're helping, the work that all of you are doing, and the beneficiaries of the Bear Foundation, so it helps raise awareness. We've also branched out into the world of merchandise just to help raise the profile of the organisation. I've got a few bits and pieces with me today. We are a small organisation at the moment, but we are growing, and I do feel that we've achieved a lot in a very short period of time. So I do hope that we'll be able to continue to grow and be able to raise funds to help more and more of your projects, even if it's a little, every little helps. And just basically to support you in all your incredible work to help bears around the world. And last but not least, we hope that through our work, we can remind people of the most important message, that animals are here at our mercy, and it's a privilege we've got that we should never abuse. Thank you.